Have you ever felt that something is about to change in your life, as if a silent voice was whispering to your heart? What if I told you that this voice was Jesus Christ, bringing you an urgent message, a message you need to hear now? In this video, you'll discover why this call is so important, and what it reveals about the moment we're living in. There is an urgency in the signs around us, and those who have ears to hear need to get ready. Jesus, our teacher and guide, is speaking to the chosen ones, those who feel an awakening in their spirit, a restlessness that cannot be ignored. He said in one of his teachings, "He who has ears to hear, let him hear." Mark 4:9. This is an invitation to you, who feel that there is something greater waiting to be revealed. You are about to embark on a profound journey, where every step will be guided by divine light and wisdom. But are you ready to receive this message and activate the mission that is already within you? Get ready, because the revelation you will hear could completely transform your path. This is the moment to awaken to your true essence and answer the call that echoes within you. The answer is closer than you think, and it could change everything. We live in times of profound transformation, where the accelerated pace of events and uncertainty make us question the meaning of our existence. In the midst of this confusion, many feel that there is a greater force trying to communicate something to us, a call that awakens deep within our hearts. This sensation is not simply a coincidence. It is a sign that something far beyond human comprehension is on the move. And for those who are attentive, the voice of Jesus Christ echoes more clearly than ever, calling the chosen ones to listen to his words of wisdom and guidance. But why would Jesus speak now, in such uncertain times? The answer lies in the need for spiritual renewal that we are experiencing. When we look around us, we see a thirst for purpose, peace, and answers that the material world cannot satisfy. Jesus, as a timeless teacher, understands that there are times when his message needs to be remembered, renewed, and felt more intensely. These are not just old words, but a living and present invitation to every soul seeking understanding and clarity amidst the shadows of the world. Those who feel this call often report a sense of disconnection from superficiality and an attraction to something deeper and truer. It's as if, even without understanding exactly what is going on, a new perception emerges. Jesus wants the chosen ones to awaken to this new awareness, to be ready to receive his light and wisdom in a renewed way, beyond the traditions and beliefs that often limit the true spiritual experience. He invites us to see with the eyes of the heart, to hear beyond the sounds of the world, and to connect with the essence that has never changed. Jesus' message is now a beacon in the midst of emotional, social, and spiritual storms. He speaks of hope, but also of responsibility. The responsibility to look inwards, to question our actions and intentions, and to be agents of transformation in the world. But in order to do this, you have to open the ears of your soul and allow yourself to hear what he has to say. This is a moment of inner silence, of shutting out distractions and tuning into the frequency that he transmits directly to hearts that are ready. And so, as this call becomes stronger, so does the need to recognize the signs that point to this awakening. Signs that are often subtle, but carry a transformative power for those who have the courage to listen and follow them. For many, the feeling that something bigger is afoot is accompanied by signs that seem to defy common logic. They are coincidences that repeat themselves, dreams that seem as real as waking life, and intuitions that lead down unexpected paths. These signs are a form of communication between the divine and the human being, and Jesus, as a spiritual teacher, gave us an example of how to be attentive to these little glimpses that can change our perception of life. He shows us that for the chosen ones, nothing is by chance. Each sign is a piece of a larger puzzle waiting to be deciphered. These signs are not always spectacular or supernatural. Sometimes they appear in simplicity, the repetition of a number, the phrase someone says that seems to speak directly to your heart, or that moment when you feel you are exactly where you should be. For the chosen ones, these situations awaken a sense of recognition, as if there were a hidden message there, waiting to be understood. Jesus warns us not to dismiss these moments as mere coincidences, because they are like little whispers from a greater plan. In addition, there is a sense of urgency that many cannot explain, as if time is speeding up and a change is imminent. This is a powerful sign, which manifests itself in the form of an inner restlessness, a desire to connect with the spiritual in a deeper and truer way. For the chosen ones, it's as if the distractions of the world can no longer fill this inner void, and the search for meaning and purpose becomes a pressing need. Jesus is speaking directly to these hearts, showing them that the path they seek is the path of truth and light. Many of the chosen ones also report dreams and visions that carry symbolic messages, experiences that seem to go beyond the boundaries of what we know as reality. They are glimpses of a greater truth that is revealed in fragmented form, but which, for those who observe carefully, bring a renewing clarity. Jesus, as the guide of our dreams and hopes, invites us to pay attention to these revelations because they contain answers to profound questions about who we are and what we are destined to do in this world. As these signs accumulate, they make us question our own journey and lead us to seek a purpose that once seemed distant. And it is in this process of introspection and searching that the true message of Jesus begins to take shape, pointing the way to a mission that is already written in our essence. When we realize that the signs around us are more than just coincidences and that they carry a spiritual call, we begin to ask ourselves, how then can we respond to this call? Jesus' message to the chosen ones is not just a comfort in times of uncertainty, but an invitation for everyone to discover and activate the mission that is already within them. It's not about a mission assigned from outside, but something that has always been present in the depths of the soul, waiting for the right moment to blossom. Jesus teaches that the first step to activating this mission is self-knowledge. We need to dive into the depths of our being, recognizing both the shadows and the light that dwell within us. It is in introspection, in the silence of prayer and meditation, that we reconnect with this divine essence that calls us to something greater. In this process, we learn to distinguish the voice of the ego from the true guidance that comes from the Spirit, allowing our own inner truth to reveal itself clearly and purely. In addition to self-knowledge, we need to align our vibration with the frequency of light. Jesus tells us about the power of love, compassion, and faith as tools to raise our energy and transform our reality. When we adjust our mind and heart to these higher vibrations, we become beacons of light in a world that often seems plunged into shadows. This is a daily job that requires patience and dedication, but it is through it that we are able to transmit this light to others and positively influence our surroundings. But activating this mission doesn't just mean retreating into our own spirituality. Jesus asks us to also be agents of transformation in the material world, so that our every action reflects the love and truth we are cultivating within ourselves. This can be expressed through small acts of kindness, in the way we treat others, in the courage to stand up for the truth, and in our willingness to help those who are still awakening to their own spiritual journey. It's a call to be a light in a world that desperately needs more hope and love. And so, in taking these steps, we come closer to the true message that Jesus is giving us. A call to be the change we wish to see, to be the answer to the prayers that so many have made in search of a new path. Every choice, every thought, and every act of love brings us closer to fulfilling this mission, revealing a purpose that gives us meaning and connects us to something greater, which transcends time and circumstances. We have reached the end of this journey of reflection and deep connection, but Jesus' call still resounds, asking you not only to listen, but also to act. His message to us is clear. There is a great mission waiting for each one of us. Now is the time to open up to transformation, to allow the light that dwells within you to shine brightly, illuminating the paths that lie ahead. Don't ignore the signs. Don't let this opportunity to awaken to a life of purpose and fulfillment pass you by. If this message has touched your heart, if you have felt the urgency of this call in your soul, don't let this flame go out. Subscribe to the channel to continue receiving content that will nourish your spirit and guide your journey. Leave your like, as it is a sign that together we are spreading this light so that more people can be reached. And share in the comments your impressions, the signs you have noticed, and how this message has reached you. Thank you for being here until the end, for opening your heart to this powerful message. Remember, the journey doesn't end here. With each step, with each new reflection, you get closer to who you really are and to God's purpose for your life. May the light of Jesus always illuminate your path.